Hey everybody, it's me again. Just want to talk to you a little bit about intimacy with the Lord, becoming one with the Holy Spirit, and me becoming obediently unbridled. Yes, that's what we're doing today. You know, as you grow closer to God and as you spend more and more time in His presence, and for me, it was a lot of trials, a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, a lot of healing that thrust me into my prayer place, and it became my favorite place to be. And in doing so, the more time you spend with somebody, the more you learn their voice, right? So, you know, my mom is gone. You know, she passed away a couple of months ago, and I can still hear her voice. My grandfather was very well known for the sound of his laugh, and I can still hear that. Why? Because I'm familiar with them, and it's the same way with the Lord. The more time you spend with Him, the more you will hear His voice. The more you hear His voice, the more He can refine you, the more He can speak to you about damage that's been done to your heart, or, you know, the more He can go into those corridors of your heart, which are that sometimes you don't even want to visit. You know, you want to push all that away and not look back at it, and the cobwebs just begin to form there. But the Holy Spirit wants to go to those places with you, and in doing so, you get rid of all the cobwebs, and the house becomes clean. And as it becomes more and more clean, you become more and more keen to hearing the voice of the Lord. There's less distractions, less pain, and sometimes, you know, we act out of character because there's pain there. It's like when you have a thorn in your foot, or say an animal has a thorn in his paw, and you that normally is a kind, gentle animal, in a, you know, maybe your dog or whatever, and when you go to take that thorn out or to mess with that paw, that dog may growl at you or bite at you. And sometimes in our lives, we have things that have been sitting there just sweltering. Maybe it was a divorce and it's been 20 years, but you haven't been completely healed, or you haven't broken those soul ties. And so you continue to act out of character, or be even hindered from the person that God has called you to be. And, you know, when we get saved, we become, our personality changes, what we desire changes, you know, as we grow to love righteousness and hate evil. We change, we become different people, and that's our testimony, and the world should see that. But if you can be saved and still have corridors of your heart that you have not opened up to the Holy Spirit, or allowed Himself or even your own self to go. But I will tell you, when you spend time with Him, let me explain to you how beautiful He is. He will hold you and take you through those things, and take you through those times and those parts in your life and in your heart that you thought was going to be painful. But when you go through it with Him, it's not painful. It's healing, and it's soothing. The Bible calls it the healing balm, BALM, of Gilead. And it is, in doing so, say, for example, if you had an animal who had a thorn in its little paw, and it's hurting and growling at you, but you take that paw and you fix it, and you pull out the thorn and you heal it, he becomes your best friend. He trusts you. And that's kind of what happens when you allow the Lord to come in and visit those places that nobody can go there, not even me. And it will bring an intimacy, a familiarity, a closeness, and a trust between you and God. And it's worth every minute, I promise you. It's worth every minute of it. So that a lot of that comes out of my book, just kind of talking to you a little bit out of probably maybe chapter 6. It's called His Person and Knowing His Voice, and the voice of the Holy Spirit. So I encourage you to open up and let Holy Spirit in. Take some time, get alone with Him, go bar yourself in a room and open up to Him. Be brave today. I love y'all so much. If you want to, or if the Lord is leaning on you to help me out a little bit to get this book published, any little tiny bit would help. I just need to birth the book and get it out there. So look in the comments below, and there is the link if you want to help. I love you. If you don't want to help, that's okay. I love you anyway. Keep listening. I'm going to keep on talking. Have a great day. Bye.